Uh, this was sometime in 1996. I had just started my MBA. This was, I remember, October 1996, just after Dasara. I remember my parents had come for Dasara and they had gone back. I was still in the hostel. My brother had gone with my parents. I was all alone in the hostel. I was, very few, about out of the 300, 400 boys, about 50 boys had stayed back during that vacation. I had stayed on. After 1995, I never went back home. I went back home only after in December 95. I had come to Parthi, and then I went home to my parents' home only in, I think, September 2011. Right, 15 years I was with Swami throughout. So I remember not having gone home that vacation. And but beautiful thing was that every afternoon, every morning and evening, it was vacation time, and every morning and evening I would come for darshan, and Swami would take to call me inside the interview room and speak to me for a long time. And one of these days when I came inside the interview room, he asked me, uh, 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 if I give you a tiger claw, will you keep it? I was absolutely surprised by this statement. No, puli goriste petkuntava. Yeah, no, if I give you a tiger's claw, will you keep it? I told Swami na I didn't understand Swami na kattam kali samjha nahi Swami. I think it was October. Probably I had started picking up Telugu by then. I still don't very clearly recall whether the conversation was in Telugu or in Hindi, but I think it was Telugu by that time. And so he told, he exactly had told me, puli gor petkuntava. I told Swami, tiger claw is petkuntava. I told Swami, samjha nahi Swami. Again he asked me, will you keep a tiger claw if I give you? I told Swami, if Swami gives me anything, I will keep, Swami. Swami, but why are you asking, Swami? For your protection, Swami said. Then I told Swami, you are my protection, Swami. I don't have no other protection, need for any other protection. He told, Manchit, stunt, he told, and he, he took me inside and gave me some tiffin and told me out, go out, go and sit. I'll go for darshan. Next afternoon, I came again for darshan, again came into the interview room, and he told, as I sat down, he said, Imra, puligor petkuntava, puligor iste petkuntava. Again, same thing. If I give you a tiger claw, will you keep it? I said the same thing, Swami, whatever you give, I will keep, Swami. But why are you asking me? You are my protection. You are everything. I remembered, Swami giving a discourse a couple of days prior to that, where, he says that, Mother Sita wanted to go with Lord Rama to the forest, right? And, when Rama was told to go to the forest, Mother Sita said that I want to go with you. And Rama is, dissuading Sita, saying that, no, you can't. Your duty is, here with the parents here. So you should be here. You should not do that. You should not come. You stay with the Kaushalya. She will need you. So you be here. No, my place is with you. I will only follow you, Swami, and I want to go with you. No. There are lots of wild animals and this and that in the forest. No, it will be very dangerous for you. And Lord Sita and Mother Sita laughs. She said that when the Lord of the universe is with me, why should I be worried about the king of the jungle, right? Why should I be worried about various things? So you are my protector, Lord. And so all that discourses were in my head. I told Swami, you are my protector. I don't want anything else. Abba, pativrata, stunt, he said. Right? And he again brushed it aside and he went inside. The third day again he asked. I was now getting worried again and again. Swami is asking something and I am saying no, but I feel that I should not be saying yes. I was thinking, so I just said, Swami, whatever use your thing, Swami, but you are my protector, nothing else. He didn't say anything, left it. That night, after 3 such days, that evening when I slept, I was alone in the room. All my roommates had gone for vacation. I was alone, sleeping alone in the room. I had a very, very vivid dream, right? I was sleeping on my bed. And by the time I got up, I remember that my whole shirt was covered with sweat. It was winter, it's October. October was already winter. Late October, November had started. It was already winter, but my whole shirt was drenched in sweat. I mean, literally as if it has been dipped in water. That much of sweat. And the dream was this, right? I dreamt that I was floating in a very, very smooth vehicle, right? It was an open vehicle, completely open vehicle. I was sitting right in the front, and I'm wondering I was like thrilled at the smoothness of that vehicle, of the travel of that vehicle. And as I was traveling, I see one more vehicle coming with the same speed and the same make. And there was a person who was not looking like Shirdi Baba, but something inside me is telling that it is Swami, or it is Shirdi Baba in the form of Swami. Some confusion, but I know that that entity is Swami or Shirdi Baba, one of the entities. And he is sitting on that thing. And I look at him and he's looking at me. I don't even do namaskar. I'm just trying to figure out who that person is. I'm confused in the dream itself. And that person, he comes out, pushes his hand, and he tries to push me. And I'm worried. I'm trying to save myself. It's going at a very high speed, and he's trying to push me. I'm wondering, why is Swami trying to push me? Why is he doing this? And then all of a sudden, there is a brake. There is no the vehicle applies brake, and I realize that in front of me there is a huge lorry, a huge truck, which carries that construction rods. You would have seen that construction rods that are taken this way, that bent construction rods. And as I go and slam into that thing, 3 + 3, 6 rods go through my chest, and it comes out from the back, and I'm in excruciating pain, and I could feel the pain. I could hear the scream even after I got up, right? And here is Bhagwan trying to pull out, that person. He jumps out of that vehicle and comes to my aid, and he's trying to pull out that rod. And as he is pulling out, I'm shouting, no, no, I'm not allowing him to pull out that rod, because it is inside me, but it is extremely painful. I got up at that point of time, completely covered in sweat. Hair is covered with sweat, t-shirt is covered with sweat. I ran to the bathroom, washed my face, and I was so worried. But as I was washing my face, actually, as I was running towards the bathroom, only one word was going on and on and on in my head. Arishad Vargas, Arishad Vargas, Arishad Vargas, Arishad Vargas. It's like a Nama Japam that is happening. Arishad Vargas, Arishad Vargas, Arishad Vargas. Arishad Vargas is Swami's narrative. In his language, he says that Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. The 6 vices are called the Arishad Vargas. The things that prevent you from reaching divinity, that prevent you from being one with divinity, that prevents you from being God. And his whole message is about Daiva Priti, Papa Bhiti, Sanganiti, right? And that Papa Bhiti, that means the fear of being in the hooks of the 6 vices of the Arishad Vargas. That's the most powerful thing. He's telling that you need to be vigilant. Vigilance on oneself, vigilance about your daily life, vigilance about the direction of your life, vigilance about what you do, about your thought, word, and deed. That is the most important message that he is driving home. And that afternoon, that morning, I went for darshan completely dazed. It was early morning. I think it was a Saturday or a Sunday. We had gone for the early morning darshan, and I was in two minds whether I should tell Swami about this dream or not. That dream was so vivid, so real to me, and I was so scared about that dream. I didn't know what to make out of it. But at the same time, it was about Arishad Vargas, right? It is about the 6 vices that have gone inside me, and then I'm pushing away Swami as he's trying to pull out those rods, right? See, this is the struggle of humanity, right? We are so trapped in this in the sensory world that it takes a divine master to pull us out of it and to pull the world out of us, right? And so I was in two minds whether to speak about it or not. And that morning, there were some other guests, Indulal Shah sir and V. Srinivasan sir, all had come. So Swami, so we had company for lunch, and so I did not have an opportunity. So I was relieved in a way that should I tell about this or no? I was quite relieved, and so I did not get an opportunity. So morning darshan got over. Evening darshan again, I came again. My mind is racing. Should I tell him? Should I not tell him? Then I decided no. Whatever happens, even if I get blasted for saying that, oh, you're all filled with Arishad Vargas, you got negative qualities in you. Even if I get blasted, it is all right. But I'll tell Swami. I will not hide anything from Swami. So with that determination, I entered the interview room. Swami had already come, and he was already seated inside the interview room. And he said, "Hey, pocket mein kya hai?" I just entered. Darwaza bhi band nahi kiya hai interview room ka. Swami, hey, pocket mein kya hai? I told Swami pen hai Swami. good student, right? We always have a pen in our hand. So Swami, pen hai Swami. और क्या है रा? I told Swami, handkerchief है Swami. देखो Swami, I'm such a devoted boy. I'm always keeping handkerchief for you. Swami, handkerchief है. Hey, और क्या है देखो. I said, Swami, Swami का photo है Swami. See, such a devotion, so much of devotion. I'm presenting everything one by one. Hey, बराबर देखो क्या है. And I pull out from my pocket, there is a tiger claw. Right? He's been asking me for the last 3 days. And that afternoon, as I enter the interview room, he's telling me, what is there in your pocket? And I find that tiger claw in my pocket. I was stunned. Swami, pata nahi, Swami, ye hai pet ko. Then it dawned to me, that telling that he has been asking me for the last 3 days, and today I find it in my pocket. I've just come from the hostel, and it is already in my pocket. And he says, Chadda Swapna Rao Niko. He told, you will not get bad dreams. It is that magic of that miracle of having that thing on my pocket completely went tossed away, because here is I am thinking whether I should talk about the dream, and he's telling me bad dreams will not come. I ran, sat, knelt down at his feet and started telling Swami, this happened, that kind of a dream. It was so painful. I was covered with sweat. As if he's all the sisters here will understand what it means to listen to to watch the rerun of the soap operas, right? If you've seen it last evening, again morning, they say play the same thing. It's the same. It's like the soap opera playing in front of him, and it's he's listening like a child. And then he materialized the chain for me, and along he put that thing into the chain, this, and then this is the tiger claw that Swami has had created. And this is something that he said that keep it with you. You will this is something that will always make sure that you will not have bad dreams, is what he said. To me, it is a memory that be vigilant. It's about it's about vigilance. It's about the mistakes that we tend to make in our lives, and it's about making sure that we never lose track of the importance of our life, that importance of a beautiful life that is our responsibility to lead, being devotees of Bhagwan, right? So he has done so much for us. He has curated a life experience for each one of us, through direct interactions, through interactions of others, through dreams, through so many different ways. Each one of us has a story to say, to narrate about our experiences with divinity. And the more we think about it, the more we stay true to that vision of the divine, the grander and the more satisfying our lives will be. And that is what life is all about: to lead a beautiful, balanced life, and to at every fold, at every step, unfurl the hidden divinity within us. And with prayers to Bhagwan to continue to guide us, to continue to curate our lives, to give us those best life experiences, to make sure that we are all part of his divine master plan.